They didn't hire him for his name. They hired him for what he's going to do to this squad. And honestly, some of these players aren't ready for it. Liam Rosenior just walked into one of the most unstable projects in football. Young squad. Massive expectations. Zero tactical identity. But here's the thing. Rosenior doesn't work like the managers Chelsea's used to. He doesn't chase star players. He doesn't do vibes. He builds systems that either fix you or expose you. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which Chelsea players are about to thrive and which ones are about to disappear. So who is Liam Rosenior? Not a big name. Not a media darling. Not someone who's going to give you sound bites. He spent years in coaching education before he even touched a first team. Hull. Derby. Then Strasbourg, where he actually proved something. And Strasbourg is the key here. Because what he did there is exactly what Chelsea needs right now. He took a mid-table French side with no stars and turned them into one of the most structured teams in Ligue 1. Not exciting, not flashy, just effective. And that's the bet Chelsea's making. All right, let's talk about how Rosenior's teams actually play. Because this is where it gets interesting. His system does three things relentlessly. 1. Control territory. His teams don't sit back. They push high, dominate space, and make you play in areas you don't want to. 2. Compress space. When they lose the ball, they don't scramble. They collapse into shape immediately and suffocate your options. 3. Force decisions. You're not getting time on the ball. You're not getting comfort. You're making choices under pressure, and most teams make bad ones. Now here's what makes this different from what Chelsea's been doing. Rosenior doesn't care about individual brilliance first. He cares about positioning first, expression second. You fit the system. The system doesn't bend for you. And that's going to be a problem for some of these Chelsea players. Let me show you why this matters. At Strasbourg, Rosenior didn't have the best players, but he had the best structure. They averaged over 58% possession in Ligue 1. Their PPDA, passes allowed per defensive action, was in the top 4. That means they pressed intelligently, not chaotically. And their shot quality? Controlled. They didn't create tons of chances. They created the right chances. So why did Chelsea choose Rosenior? Because their squad is young, expensive, and completely undefined. They've spent £500 million on potential. But potential without structure is just chaos. And Rosenior thrives in exactly this environment. He doesn't need superstars. He needs players who can follow instructions. He doesn't need egos. He needs intelligence. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Not every Chelsea player has that. Some of them have been allowed to freelance for too long. Some of them think their talent exempts them from tactical discipline. Rosenior's system will find them out immediately. Let's get specific. Because some Chelsea players are about to love this, and some are about to hate it. Fullbacks, Reece James, Marc Cucurella, they're not just width anymore. They're going to be inverted. Interior. acting like extra midfielders. If they can't think centrally, they'll struggle. Midfielders, Enzo, Caicedo. They become traffic controllers. Less dribbling, more positioning, constant scanning. If they want freedom, they're not getting it. Wingers, Neto, Gittins, Estevao, and maybe Palmer. This is the big one. Rosenior's wingers don't roam. They hold width until the system releases them. That means less 1v1s, more delayed runs, more discipline. Some of these players are going to be frustrated early. And that's intentional, because Rosenior isn't here to make them comfortable. He's here to make them effective. Now let's talk about the risk, because there's a massive one. Rosenior has never managed expectation at this scale. He's never dealt with this level of scrutiny. He's never had a board that fires managers after 10 bad games. And Chelsea does not tolerate learning curves. His system needs time. It needs patience. It needs buy-in. And historically, Chelsea doesn't give any of those things. And honestly, we're about to find out if Chelsea can stop being Chelsea. If they can, this works. If they can't, it never mattered who they hired.